just happened. And my friend, things are heating up in Philadelphia. An NFL source has revealed that the Eagles are about to make a bold move behind the scenes, and it could completely transform the team's defense. There's a big trade being discussed, big names circulating, and even a possible replacement for a shocking move no one saw coming. But hold on, before I tell you who might be coming, who might be going, and why Howie Roseman is about to act like never before, like and subscribe to the channel, because what I'm about to reveal hasn't yet appeared on any major portal. Hold on tight, fans, because the Eagles' next bombshell could demolish the situation at any moment, and it involves names that are shaking up the entire NFL. It's no secret that Howie Roseman loves a good offer, and this time, everyone in the league knows he's looking for defensive help. According to multiple reports from NFL.com and ESPN, the Eagles' front office has been quietly working behind the scenes, evaluating trade possibilities for both cornerbacks and edge rushers alike, searching for the missing piece to stabilize an inconsistent unit. The urgency couldn't come at a more critical time. After a promising 4-0 start, Philadelphia suddenly lost its luster, both literally and figuratively. Opponents asked for hungrier, more physical, and more disciplined players, something coach Nick Sirianni openly admitted after recent losses. Inside the locker room, the message was loud and clear: toughness, solutions, and unity. The core values that define their Super Bowl run need to return. But words alone won't restore a defense that has been outscored week after week. The numbers tell a sobering story. The Eagles have been outscored by double digits in the second half of 3 consecutive games, marking one of the team's longest defensive streaks in nearly 3 decades. It's not just about missed tackles or blown coverages. It's about intensity, focus, and execution. Sirianni knows it. The players know it. And Howie Roseman is clearly not the type to sit around and wait for things to happen. Resolve. Across the league, trade talks are heating up quickly. Experts expect a flurry of deals before the November 4th deadline, with high-profile names like Bradley Chubb, Trey Hendrickson, and Rick Woolen emerging as potential buyers. Over the past 6 months, the NFL has seen a median of nearly 15 trades per year, and Roseman has pulled off a major pickup when others hesitated. From A.J. Brown to Kevin Byard, his mid-season moves have become loan moves, and another could be coming soon. For the Eagles, the timing couldn't be more critical. Back-to-back losses have raised questions about their defensive identity and overall grit. Some analysts believe that early success, combined with the glow of a Super Bowl victory, may have softened the momentum. Sirianni has been searching for the right spark to reignite that flame, but sometimes a roster shakeup is exactly what a contender needs to get back on track. All signs point to action. Roseman knows that this roster was built to win now, and with the NFC tightening, the Eagles can't afford to be reactive. They need to be aggressive. The front office has been monitoring various situations around the league, looking for value and chemistry, not just big names. And if there's one thing Roseman has proven, it's that he's always ready to make a bold move when the moment calls for it. As the trade deadline approaches, all eyes are on Philadelphia. Will Roseman find that missing defensive back before time runs out? Because as the cracks in the Eagles' armor begin to widen, doing nothing is not an option. And while Roseman evaluates every possible option, an unexpected opportunity may have arisen, straight from the chaos in Miami. The Dolphins are falling apart, and this could be exactly what the Eagles need to take the next step and react before it's too late. When chaos erupts outside the franchise, Howie Roseman sees an opportunity. And now, a storm is brewing in Miami that could become the perfect trade scenario for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Miami Dolphins, once expected to be playoff contenders, have completely crumbled with a 1-5 record. Their locker room now a mess of frustration, accusations, and disorganized leadership. It all came to a head after quarterback Tua Tagovailoa's shocking comments following the ugly loss to the Los Angeles Chargers in Week 6. Tua didn't hold back, criticizing teammates for arriving late to meetings and skipping player-only sessions. "It starts with leadership," he said. "We have guys showing up late, not holding themselves accountable. There's a lot going on here." Those words resonated throughout the league and made one thing clear: the Dolphins are disintegrating from the inside out. For Howie Roseman, this is the kind of instability that could turn into our gold. The Dolphins have a Pro Bowl pass rusher in Bradley Chubb, who, despite the chaos around him, has quietly put together a strong season. 15 tackles, 4 sacks, 6 quarterback hits, 5 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 1 recovery in just 6 games. He's producing like a top-tier defender, but at a time when he's not going anywhere fast. And this is where things get interesting. Chubb already knows the Eagles' defensive system. He played under Vic Fangio in both Denver and Miami, meaning he's already familiar with the same scheme Fangio is using in Philadelphia. For a defense struggling to generate pressure, with just 2.5 edge rusher sacks in 6 games, this familiarity could make Chubb a ready-made solution. He understands the terminology, the expectations, and the intensity Fangio demands. Financially, the move required some maneuvering, but Roseman has always been a salary cap wizard, and with the Dolphins desperate to redefine their culture, insiders believe they'd accept a mid-round pick, possibly a 3rd or even 5th round pick, just to offload a veteran contract and shake things up. For the Eagles, that's a steal. Beyond the stats, Chubb brings something Philadelphia desperately needs right now: grit. He plays with emotion, energy, and leadership, traits the Eagles have been missing on defense since their recent loss. Pairing with Josh Sweat and Jalen Carter could reignite the pressure, forcing offenses to adjust and bringing back that swagger that's been missing since early October. With rumors intensifying around the league, the timing couldn't be better. With Nolan Smith Jr. still recovering from injury and the defense struggling to find its rhythm, this is the perfect time for Roseman to make another big play. Every fan knows his story. When the Eagles' backs are against the wall, Howie finds a way to succeed. But just when it seemed like Roseman had finally found the right answer for the pass rush, a shocking turn of events rocked Philadelphia: the sudden retirement of Zadarius Smith. And now it looks like his next target could be a true NFL superstar. Just when it seemed the Eagles were poised for a defensive comeback, they were surprised by shocking news. Zadarius Smith, the veteran edge rusher they brought in for leadership and firepower, announced his sudden retirement mid-season. The timing couldn't have been worse. With the defense already under scrutiny, Smith's loss leaves a huge hole and a pressing question for Howie Roseman. Who steps up next? The answer may come from Cincinnati. According to league sources, the Eagles have been quietly monitoring the situation surrounding Trey Hendrickson, the Bengals' edge rusher, a 4-time Pro Bowl selection and one of the NFL's most consistent pass breakers. Hendrickson has been the center of trade rumors for weeks, and with the Bengals' season spiraling out of control, international sources believe the franchise may finally be ready for a deal. After trading for quarterback Joe Flacco, Cincinnati made its priorities clear. They're preparing for a reset in 2026, and veteran stars could be next on the move. Hendrickson, 30, is playing on a 1-year, $29 million contract, and while he's performed at a high level, with 4 sacks in 6 games, his team ranks 30th in total defense and points allowed. With no playoff hopes in sight, the Bengals could try to cash in now and collect valuable draft capital. For the Eagles, the timing couldn't be more perfect. Hendrickson would be a perfect fit for Vic Fangio's system, a relentless, high-energy runner capable of winning with technique, speed, and power. He's the kind of player who commands double teams, opening up opportunities for others like Jalen Carter and Josh Sweat. Most importantly, he brings veteran leadership to a defensive line that suddenly looks fragile and uncertain after Smith's departure. Howie Roseman has never been shy about taking risks on proven talent, and this one could be worth every penny. Sure, Hendrickson's salary is high, but Roseman has built his contribution with creative contracts and flexible salary arrangements. The real question isn't whether the Eagles can afford him, it's whether they can afford not to make an offer. The NFC race is tight, and with teams like San Francisco, Detroit, and Dallas bolstering their defenses, the Eagles can't afford to sit back. A move for Hendrickson wouldn't just be a solution. It would transform this unit into one of the most feared fronts in football. Imagine pairing him with Carter on the interior, Sweat on the opposite end, and veteran Hassan Reddick in rotations. That's the kind of escalation that wins championships. Philadelphia's defense has taken hits before, but it's always been shut out. Roseman finds a way to rebuild stronger than ever. This could be another one of those moments, a chance to turn a setback into a statement, a reminder that the Eagles' window for victory is now, not next year. With Howie Roseman eyeing new players, the Dolphins floundering, and a real chance to bring in a superstar to replace Zadarius Smith, are the Eagles about to turn pressure into power and take the decisive step toward another Super Bowl run? Leave your opinion here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.